Hey everybody. Okay, today we're going to be doing a full body weighted workout. We're going to need a set of weights today. They can be kettlebells or dumbbells, whichever you prefer. And I'm just gonna go through the movements. That way it's a little less lengthy of the video and less confusing. And I'll go through the format in its entirety in the explanation. Okay, so we will be having 10 rounds or 10 intervals in each round. There's going to be 3 full rounds, and you're either going to be working for a set amount of time, or you're going to be given a set number of reps to complete within that 1 minute time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through the movements. All right. So your first movement is going to be a hang squat clean. All right. So whether again you have kettlebells or dumbbells, we're going to hinge at the hips. You're going to catch in the bottom of the squat and stand it up. So hinge, catch, squat, stand it up. That's movement number 1. We're then going to place those weights right outside of our hips, so where our feet were for that squat stand. And we're going into an ICKY shuffle. So we'll step over to the side. You're going to go up, up, hit, up, hit. All right. If you're not comfortable, we're going to feel like you're coordinated enough to go up and over your dumbbells and just take a step behind them and try to target your feet where they would be if you were going over your weights. Okay. Third movement is a push-up plus reach. You can do this 1 or 2 ways. If you have lighter weights that you're using today, you can use the weights in this movement. Otherwise, you can just keep them on the floor for the reach. Okay. So starting in that high push-up position, whether this be from your knees or your feet. If we're going from our knees, we go chest all the way down. We pop up to our feet. We reach that opposite foot. You go back down, reach, opposite foot. Okay. Make sure your hips aren't sagging and make sure they're not up high in the push-up. You want to keep them right parallel to the floor. All right, next movement is going to be a plank jack. Okay, so plank jack, you're going to make sure you're off of your weights for this one because you have 1 of 2 options here. Your RX option is going to be the full plank jack, so both your hands and your feet are going to be moving from this high plank position. Shoulders start stacked right over your wrist. Feet are right hip width apart. We'll hop in, hop out, just like that. Okay, if you want to scale it, you're gonna hop just your feet out. If you need to scale it more, you can tap your feet out. All right, now we're gonna go to the next movement, which is a thruster. So you're gonna grab those weights again, bring them up to your chest, for your squat, and then press overhead. All right, come back down to the floor. Next movement are clock climbers. Okay, you can either do these on or off of your weights. Mountain climber is all it is with a rotation. Okay, so we'll start facing the center. We'll move those feet. Our hands stay planted. You move your body all the way around your feet or around your hands. Okay. Next movement is a star drop tuck jump. So we'll come back up to your feet. You don't need your weights. We're going to either go jumping jack or star jack into a tuck jump. So obviously your RX variation is going to be star jack, scale it with the tuck jump. Okay. Next movement, we go back down to the floor. We go through a lateral shoot through, not a forward shoot through. So we come down into this tabletop position and we shoot through. Okay, almost done. 2 more movements. Next one, we're going to go back to those dumbbells. We have just a plank row. All right, so you start that plank up over your weights, and then you row back and forth. All right, so no push up there. Just make sure you're keeping your hips totally parallel to the floor. And if you need to scale it, you can come down to your knees. You can give me the plank row from here. Okay? All right, last movement, and then we're done with all of your movements. There's 10 movements again in each one of your rounds, and you have a V up. So reaching all the way back up to your feet at the top. If you need to scale it, tuck those knees in. All right? That's going to be it. Like I said, I'll go through a detailed explanation in the write-up of the workout, but if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys tonight at 5 o'clock.